Alright, I am tearing down the Palu, and I'm going to start by turning this into a South American cichlid tank. This is a great tank. It was the first one I did. It was the first Wallstead method I've ever done. It turned out really well. I'm going to miss it. It looks cool, but it's highly impractical. I can't keep anything up top really. Don't have enough ground area. The plants grow really well up top, so much so that they block out the light, and I don't have enough light down at the bottom to grow anything in the aquarium. So I'm going to get rid of those shortcomings and turn it into a really nice cichlid tank with a couple of angels and maybe some cockatoo pistos or some German blue rams. Haven't really finalized on the stocking list yet, but definitely going to look like a sweet tank. I'm not going to tear it all down completely. I'm going to leave the background in place. It's got some sweet Java moss growing on it. What I'm really going to do is I'm really just going to concentrate on removing these side pieces here, and hopefully I can keep the substrate intact. I'm going to line it in plastic so I don't disturb it too much, take the snails out, and then hopefully I'm going to be able to fill it up with water all the way after a quick cleaning of the glass, and have a tank kind of up and running by the end of the day today. So let's see how it goes, and let's get to work. Alright, first thing I got to do is remove all these plants. And I want to do it carefully because I'm going to be keeping pretty much all these plants. I'm just going to be moving them into my vivarium. I've got a huge amount of Ficus Pumila. That's this stuff here. Green leafy stuff, viney. I've also got some Pink Lady Neos, which actually get quite large. I am not going to be moving those into the vivarium. I don't have enough room. I think I'm probably going to switch them to growing outside. It's summertime. They should do really well. Let's see where they go. And I've got also a couple of Tillies. Tillandsia. This is a Medusa Tillandsia. I'm going to be keeping that as well. I'll be moving that into one of the vivariums as well, and probably this branch too. So a lot of reuse out of it. Nothing's going to waste. It certainly wasn't a waste. I've got a huge cork log that I thought about using in the aquarium. I really don't think so. It's probably too big, but we'll see. Maybe laying down as a submerged log, it might look cool. I don't know. It's up in the air. I'll play around with it. But, you know, first things first, got to remove the plants. Alright, the plants are out. You can actually see all the rock work now. It ought to be pretty interesting. Sorry for the glare. I'm going to have to take a look at that. So I'm going to focus on removing this piece here and this piece here. I'm actually doing it with the water in place right now because a lot of this is foam, so if I got to cut it, it's going to float on the water, so the water's actually going to help me, and then I'll pull all the water out. That'll keep should help keep the dirt intact, because I do want to keep that and just possibly cap it with sand, although I'm thinking about leaving it the way it is because it's really settled in. It's actually just straight dirt. There's no cap on it, and it's converted nicely to aquatic soil. So it's been, this dirt's about 8 months in the aquarium, 6-8 months, I forget exactly which, but we'll see how it goes. It's moving pretty quick, so I'm happy. Alright, let's get back to work now. Alright, right side is out, left side's going next. Snails are holding strong. We don't really care about the snails, but it's looking good as one piece, so that's going to go pretty good. So now I get on that left side. Alright, back to work. Alright, as you can see, I have removed the left and right sides, and I just wanted to show you, having a plan, it's going to be real easy to clean up all that styrofoam because styrofoam floats. If I had drained the water and left the dirt and covered it with plastic, it still would have been a pain to clean it all up. This way I can scoop it out, and the water does all the work for me, makes it nice and easy. So I'll drain that out. Then I'll lay the plastic down and scrape the silicone off, because the silicone will sink, and do some minor touch-up. How am I going to do the touch-up? Well, that's my big secret, so I'll let you guys in on it as soon as I finish cleaning up. And I'll start touching that up so that it looks like the rest. And then we'll be ready to cap the dirt and fill her up with water after I clean the glass. Alright, back to work. Alright, so I got both sides out now, and I drained all the water, and I also got, I don't know if it's going to be too dark, all my apple snails out. All 90 of them. Yeah, I got a lot of apple snails. Hit me up if you want to buy some apple snails. I'm thinking, you know, a buck for two or whatever, 50 cents a piece, but a buck for two. I want to get rid of them, so buy a lot of them. I'll throw in a couple extra. Anyway, all right, so I've got everything out. I've got the sides out, and I've drained the water down to the dirt. Now what I'm doing right now is I put some plastic down to catch most of the silicone that I've got to scrape off the side. I want to get as much as possible, make it as easy to clean up as I can. I got pretty much all of the styrofoam out that I could. There's a few pieces back there, but you know, when I fill the tank up, and I'm going to be doing a water change anyway, that'll float to the top and it'll be real easy to take out. So, all right, everything's coming along nice. Back to work. Let's see what goes on now. All right, I've got the tank where I want it, and as you can see, I've got it pretty well cleaned up. I've got the glass, gave it its first cleaning. There's a couple of little spots, but no big deal. It's good. It's looking good. You know, it's 9 o'clock at night, so I don't think I'm finishing this in one day like I thought I would, but I'm coming real close. I got to touch up that foam there, and that spot, this area right here, and I've got to touch up the foam in this area right here, and then I am all done. I will be able to cap it with sand and then fill it with water. So looks like I'm going to have to save that for tomorrow, but so far it's coming along nice. And if we take a step back, we can see that it sits in the corner there. I haven't got any lighting for it, so I'm going to use those clamp lights for now. And there's my 55, which I'll do an update on later because it's too dark. But it's coming along nice. South American cichlids, here we come.